Thank you all for coming. Tonight's meeting. Does anyone have any comments from the public? Okay, the first item we have are the minutes from meeting of February 21st, 2017. Make a motion to approve those minutes.
So
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion's carried. Next item we have are the bills. Are there any additions or deletions, Mr. President?
There is not.
Okay. We need a motion to pay, to approve and pay the bill.
I make a motion.
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion's carried. Let's see, we have some correspondence from our village clerk.
We do. We have a letter from Cathalas Enterprises, Inc. at Rouses Point, and this is informational purposes only. And it is as per alcoholic beverage control law, section 64 and 109. It is our requirement to inform you of our intent to renew our liquor license. The liquor license serial number is 218-7832, bond number S-818053. The term begins March 1st and expires February 28th, 2009. Sincerely, Konstantinos Kafalas.
Oh, what's the location?
That's Angelo's restaurant.
Angela. Okay,
And that's all I have.
appreciate it, thank you. Okay, so as we move into some reports here, first one is the election resolution. We need a motion to approve that. I'll read it first, and then we have a roll call vote after we have the motion. Election resolution 2017-06, Village of Rouses Point, polling place, hours of polls are open, and addresses of those nominated. Whereas the next general election for officers of the Village of Rouses Point shall be held on March 21st, 2017, and whereas the Board of Trustees is required by section 15104, subparagraph 3B of the election law to adopt the resolution designating the polling places, the hours the poll shall be open, and addresses of those nominated. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Trustees of the Village of Rouses Point designates a polling place for each election district to be Halsted Hall, Rouses Point Civic Center, 39 Lake Street, Rouses Point, New York, 12979. That the hours during which the poll shall be open shall be 12 o'clock noon until 9 p.m. And that the candidates nominated for office in accordance with the provisions of Article 15 Village Law are Arvold Jr. Moore, Rouses Point, New York, 12979, has been nominated for the office of trustee for a 2-year term. Dale Menard, Rouses Point, New York, 12979, has been nominated for the office of trustee for a 2-year term. Gary L. Babby, Rouses Point, New York, 12979, has been nominated for the office of trustee for a 2-year term. Thomas Batha, Rouses Point, New York, 12979, has been nominated for the office of trustee for a 2-year term. Be it further resolved that the village clerk is hereby directed to publish this resolution in full in the Press Republican and to post a copy of this resolution in at least 6 conspicuous public places within the village on or before March 11th, 2017, and that a copy be placed at the polling place. This resolution shall take effect immediately. So could I get a motion to approve this resolution?
I make a motion to approve that election report.
Second.
Okay, discussion? All right, we'll have a roll call vote. Trustee Moore,
Aye.
Trustee Arno,
Aye.
Trustee Dart.
Aye.
Okay, motion's carried. So we may publish that as indicated. The second item is the Clinton County Mutual Aid Plan. There's automatic mutual aid revision. It was adopted by the Clinton County Fire Advisory Board on January 18, 2017. We now, in our village, must adopt that revision. And I'd like to ask Trustee Moore to give us a brief summary of what those revisions are.
What that is, for automatic mutual aid referred to us, Clinton County for fire. Now it's going to be for chimney fires, automobile fires, wild and brush fires, motor vehicle accidents, aircraft down, unknown top fires, and automatic alarms. The only thing they're asking for is when the totals go out for this, say if it's a Champlain or automatic or Chase's automatic, it all depends what the closest is. Like I said, you want a driver and 3 guys. They'd like to start at April 1st of 2017. And if we see it's not working, we can opt out. That's for Clinton County Fire Department.
So this is a change from what was the old practice?
We're just automatic for fires. Now it's for, is that right?
For the-
Automatic, yes.
For all the rest
But
of
if they
them?
need more vehicles, they'll call for it. But this is, say if we get automatic alarm, Champlain's coming right up with that. If we get approval, we can cancel or vice versa, or let them continue. That's what it is.
Okay.
Better help the community.
Yes, because everybody's hurting for manpower, especially going, this is a 24/7 thing. The insurance, everything stays the same, just adding to go to different things automatically.
Okay, could I get a motion to approve this automatic mutual aid revision from the Clinton County Fire Mutual Aid Plan?
I'll make a motion to approve the fire mutual aid plan as written.
Second?
Further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion's carried. All right, line helper. I sent you an explanation of basically what our situation is. As some of you know, like Trustee Arno, who worked for the electrical department, and you pass that on? Is that yours? In order to become a lineman, there's a 4-year apprentice program that person goes through, and they go through 4 years of training, and then that person becomes a lineman. In Rouses Point, they're required to work, do you know how many years, Brian, after the training?
Depends with civil service.
I think it's at least work 3 years, I believe. And if they don't work 3 years for us at the completion of the training, they must pay the cost of the training back. They have to work 5 years?
I think it's 5.
I think so too.
Yeah, the last agreement was 5 years.
Okay, so, as you all know, in less than 3 years, we're gonna have a retirement in that department of a senior person, and that will leave us with 2 people. And our attempts to hire a certified lineman haven't been very successful to get someone in here fully certified to start with. So the option, the way to try to stay a little bit ahead of this is to approve and advertise for a line helper position. Now that line helper position starts off at, the paper in front of you can see $15.08 an hour. And that's $31,366. The total benefits on top of that bring the cost to $68,745. One of the reasons for that, the insurance is over $21,000 for health insurance. But the total cost, regardless, for a line helper, $31,366 is the salary, $68,745.39 total estimated cost for 1 year, including the training. So we'd like to have a discussion about if we want to prepare for this shortage that's going to occur, because since it's a 4-year apprentice program, or wait until the retirement occurs and try to hire a line at our current rate. What are your thoughts on that, gentlemen?
Well, I feel we should beat somebody, because when this person leaves in 3 years, whatever it is, leaves 2 people. If that person's gone on vacation, like, nobody, certain call-outs, gotta have two people, right?
Yeah.
Playing with a transformer.
It's energized, I think that's what the deal is, yeah.
Well, myself, I think we ought to look a little deeper and stuff like that and get somebody with quite a bit of experience and stuff like substation and stuff like that.
We have, we've had issues before because of the contractual salaries for what we pay linemen. They don't attract a lot of attention. I think you know that. I think you've
Oh, yeah,
seen that.
yeah.
When we did hire a lineman last time, we were fortunate enough, I think Mr. Bucky told me he came from Pfizer, and he had a lot of experience, and the minute an opening came up in a nearby city that pays more, he was gone. And so, you know, we're trying, realistically, we need to look and decide whether, it's a 4-year apprentice program, and you've got somebody that's, you know, like I said, a senior person that's gonna be retiring in less than 3 years. So how long can we wait for this staffing to catch up? If you think that we can, you know, in 3 years, advertise and get a lineman at our contractual salary, so be it. But there's some consideration that could be given to this, to doing it in this manner, so that we have someone trained and then fully certified within a year of that retirement. There's really no way around it. We're gonna need 3 people. That's not overstaffing the electric department, having 3 people.
Oh, no.
So, I don't know a way around it, but, this is just for discussion. Any thoughts?
I'd like to see if we could do some kind of study and look around and see if there are people out there with lineman qualifications that are also do the same job as Mr. Pelkey does in the daytime. See if we can get a combination person like that. We've got various brochures that people are looking for work. We've also got, probably have other outlets that you could look at and study and see what other villages and towns across the United States are doing when they're in a position like us, where their 3rd person or their supervisory person is also in charge of one department or multiple departments.
To me, I don't think, because I've interviewed them, but you're not gonna get somebody with half the experience for what we're paying. Unless it's changed.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
The villages and, towns are changing every day, and I'd like to see how they're handling it. I think we don't have a lot of time, obviously, but we've got some. And I think some research ought to be done into that.
Brian, I want to bring you into this discussion because you gave me some insight in our discussions. That's kind of what prompted it. What's your thought about the likelihood of us being able to pick up a lineman with our current salary schedule?
It depends if you're gonna make them company or is it union, salaries change. If you make them a company person like myself, you can adjust that salary to whatever you want
So as a supervisor?
as a supervisor. If what Mr. Dart was talking about with the combination or however,
You wouldn't be paying them a full lineman salary, it would just be part thereof.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. More of a hands-on person, and instead of teaching this guy for the next 4 years and stuff, if we can go out and see if we can find somebody with a little more higher caliber and stuff.
Okay, would one of you two gentlemen like to take that on and be able to report back to the board? I mean, you suggested that we do a study and look it up.
Yeah,
You want to take that on?
yes, I will.
Okay, so we'll look for a report back from you whenever you deem that you have enough information.
Yeah, maybe a couple, 3 months, but yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is, when you let us know when that's gonna happen and we'll go with that. Okay, thank you for that discussion. Okay, the final thing that we have is a request for a special board meeting for March 22nd. We have to approve the canvass of voters after the March 21st election. Historically, it's been held at 4 o'clock at the village office, the day following the election. So just, that obviously is a Wednesday, correct? Yep. March 22nd, Wednesday, village election on Tuesday. So, can I get a motion to have a special meeting for the express purpose, canvass of votes, approve the canvass of votes after the March 21st election, and that meeting will be held at 4 p.m. at the village office.
Make that motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so that, mark your calendars for March 22nd at 4 p.m. And that will be to approve the canvass of vote. Now, at that time, the election inspector, chief, will already have gone through everything and certified the election, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that goes for our mind. Trustee Moore,
I have nothing.
have nothing. Trustee Moore is absent. Trustee Arnold.
Yes, I'd like to just thank and thank Ryan Palkey and his crew, the electric crew, and the street crew, and the garage crew for doing a good job that they're doing so far in the water plant. I've been in there in the last couple of days, and they improved quite a bit of remarkable headway on their project in there. And also, the rec center, I was reading the rec center's work for the week and stuff, and I see in there the last 3-4 months, I'd like to get a better account on the money for the skating. It ranges from $250 to $550. I'd like to get a little closer,
How much actually?
how much actually the money is coming in, if they can do that.
Mr. Treasurer, can you help us with that?
What are you talking about, Ben?
It says on the revenue for the skating, or not the skating, the revenue for the pro shop, how much it comes in a week. I see in this report that it ranges from $250 to $550. I'd like to get a little closer, or an actual account of how much comes in on revenue
On the pro
on the
shop?
pro shop.
That was no problem. I haven't seen the report you're talking about. But,
Yeah,
I can get
it's
that.
the weekly report that he, or
Yeah, I
the,
never seen that, so.
every 2 weeks or so that he gives the administrator.
So you have the exact figure
Oh, yeah.
you could provide.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
So
Okay.
go ahead and do that.
All right, okay,
Thank
thank you.
you, Mr. Treasurer.
That's it, Mr. Mayor?
Well, I echo your sentiments about what Mr. Pelkey and his crew are up to. He met with the engineer last week, just he and the engineer. The engineer subsequently said we could hear each other talk, because they moved the compressors, and, you know, she's impressed with, Brian's ideas and where things are going. All the items have been ordered, and they're coming along, so, the future looks bright for the water plant.
Oh, yeah, definitely does,
So,
definitely does.
thank you for mentioning that, okay. Trustee Dart,
I have nothing tonight.
okay, other reports. Clerk, do you have anything?
I have nothing, thank you.
Administrator,
I have nothing, thank you.
treasurer,
I'd like to schedule a budget meeting for March 14th. We can't do it on March 13th because there's a zoning board meeting that's private happening for
Okay, March 14th, which is,
It's on that's a Tuesday?
it's a Tuesday. Wait a minute, March 14th?
Yes.
That's election day, right?
No.
So I'm one week ahead of myself, sorry. Okay, what time would you like to schedule that meeting, that budget meeting?
4 o'clock, all right?
Where?
Either here or down the office, depends. You guys want.
Generally, we,
Most of the time, the budget ones are upstairs.
we'll still advertise this
Oh, yeah.
and invite
It's
the
open to the
public.
public,
Yeah. Okay, can everyone make it 4 o'clock on the 14th?
Yep, I'm all set.
Okay, 4 o'clock on the 14th, budget meeting at village office. Madam Clerk, will you advertise that as required by law?
I certainly will.
Anything else,
That's all
sir?
I have.
Brian, do you have anything you want to report on?
No, you reported on the water plant. Progress is going good out there. Very happy with what's
Yeah.
going on. We have a good handle on things.
The arrival dates that you've received for the...
Well,
is-
yeah, the equipment's a little slow. I wish we could get it here quicker, but
Well, I think we expedited a few things, the VFDs and a few other things have been expedited, so I think you were telling me, so I think you can get up on the wall,
yes.
get that done first, so it's a good plan, and really want you stick with it, make that your priority, that's your project.
Yep.
And other things that we need somebody, to do, we're gonna get them out there. If it's
Wow.
from Public Works, something we need them from, we'll, rather than have you guys trying to do every one of these things, stick with that. And that's, it's been successful so far. Okay. All right, no other reports, anything else here? Any comments from the public? Okay, we have nothing for executive session. All right, need a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All those in discussion? All in favor?